History doesn't weep for the man who makes the wrong choice. No monument stands for him. No one pauses to remember the moment he slipped. His name fades, not from lack of potential, but because he gave it to someone who didn't deserve to hold it. His fall isn't sudden, it's gradual, invisible at first, then irreversible. And when he finally sees the trap, he's already sacrificed the best years of his life at the altar of someone who never planned to build a future with him, only to benefit from his effort until there was nothing left to take. You won't get a warning. No one tells you where the danger lies. Not your mother, not your friends, not society, because society profits from your blindness. But Machiavelli saw it centuries ago. He understood something uncomfortable, that greatness is rarely destroyed by enemies. It's undone by poor alliances. And the most damaging alliances are forged not in war, but in love. The illusion of love and the price of ignorance. Modern men have been sold a dream. Love conquers all. Love is the answer. Love is pure. But Machiavelli never spoke of love that way. He didn't trust emotions, and for good reason. He knew the path of the ruler is not paved with fantasies. It's defended by reason. And when it comes to women, he would not ask, "Do you love her?" He'd ask, "What does she cost you?" Because there are only two types of women, the ones who make you better and the ones who hollow you out. There's no middle ground. No, she's still finding herself. No, she's not perfect, but she's trying. You're either ascending with her or descending because of her. And the most dangerous women, they wear the mask of value while quietly devouring your edge. They nod at your ambition until they feel neglected. They cheer your vision until they see it doesn't include them in the center. They tolerate your discipline until it threatens their control. And you, if you're not paying attention, will call it love. You will bleed defending her presence in your life, and society will applaud your sacrifice. But Machiavelli wouldn't. He'd call it what it is: weakness in the face of strategy. A woman's greatest weapon isn't beauty, it's distraction. Men fall with their eyes. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, but few experience what you really are." And most men never get past what they see. You see beauty, charm, a sweet voice, a laugh that touches your ego. You don't see the fractures in her character, her impatience, her need for validation, her subtle power plays. But the wise man trains himself to observe. He watches not how she acts when she's being watched, but how she behaves when no one's paying attention. Does she value peace, or does she crave attention? Does she respect your direction, or challenge it to test her influence? The test is this: can she walk beside your mission without hijacking it? If not, you already know the answer. You're just too afraid to act on it. The myth of strong women and the reality of masculine authority. We've been fed a cultural lie that a strong man must accommodate a strong woman, that leadership is a negotiation, that compromise is strength. Machiavelli warned that once power begins to dilute itself, it disappears. The woman who constantly questions your leadership, who competes instead of cooperates, who demands without giving, she doesn't want a partner. She wants control. And if you allow it, through apologies, hesitation, emotional guilt, she will own you. Not because she's malicious, but because you invited it. The man who thinks he can manage chaos by tolerating it is already finished. Leadership isn't about managing emotions, it's about setting standards, holding boundaries, and enforcing consequences. If she mocks your discipline, disrespects your focus, rolls her eyes at your purpose, you must walk away. Not with anger, with certainty, because the man who tries to argue for respect has already lost it. Stillness reveals the truth she tries to hide. Pay attention to how she handles boredom. Anyone can be sweet when life is exciting, when your attention is undivided, when the dates are constant, the gifts flowing, and her world is spinning with newness. But when the routine sets in, when life demands patience, work, sacrifice, what happens? Does she become grounded? Or does she manufacture chaos just to feel alive? The woman who requires drama to function is a danger to any man with a mission. Because once the real work of life begins, she'll sabotage it. Not loudly, but subtly. Through complaints, criticisms, emotional withdrawal, and manipulation disguised as just being honest. She will poke at your focus, undermine your habits, challenge your vision with clever words meant to make you second-guess yourself. And she will do it with a smile. The lie that her past doesn't matter. Modern culture has told you something profoundly dangerous, that a woman's past is irrelevant, that asking questions makes you insecure, that judging her behavior is toxic. But Machiavelli would scoff, because the past isn't just a set of memories, it's a pattern, a map, a record of values and choices. The woman who's betrayed others before you, she's not reformed, she's rehearsed. The one who jumps from man to man, craving novelty over stability, she's not evolving, she's repeating. A man who ignores the signs in her history will suffer them in his future. Look at how she treats every man. Look at how she speaks about her father, her ex, her mentors, her past friendships. If her words are full of venom, disrespect, or disdain, she does not value masculine presence, she uses it. And when you no longer serve her emotional highs, she'll discard you the same way. Never choose a woman who can't respect the mission. You are a man. You are here to build, lead, carve meaning into the world. And your mission is not a side note, it's the core of who you are. A woman who cannot understand that, who sees your ambition as competition, who mocks your principles or scoffs at your purpose, is not confused. She's misaligned, and misalignment is destruction. A man on a mission doesn't need cheerleaders. He needs allies, partners, women who elevate his clarity, not question it. If she rolls her eyes at your routines, laughs at your growth, or makes you feel guilty for not placing her at the center of your world, she is not your future. She is your downfall waiting to happen. She must fear losing you, or she will never respect you. Here's a truth men hate to admit. If she doesn't believe she can lose you, she will never value you. What comes easy is valued little. A woman must know that staying in your life is a privilege, not a guarantee. Because when she knows that your standards are higher than your desire to be liked, she will rise, or she will walk away, either as a victory. You were taught to prove your love through sacrifice, through softness, through acceptance. But Machiavelli taught that if power must be negotiated, it is no longer power. And respect isn't built through kindness alone. It's built through consequences. A woman who disrespects you once and gets away with it will do it again, and worse, because what's not corrected is reinforced. You're either her leader or her placeholder. She will test you emotionally, mentally, subtly. She will push against your boundaries to see if they bend. She will challenge your frame to see if it holds. She will look for your weakness, not to exploit it, but to measure it. And when she finds you flinch, when she sees you collapse under pressure, she will lose all desire to be led by you. She will not say it. She will stay, but not as a partner. She will stay to punish, to mold, to correct the lack of spine she feels. And you will become a shadow of who you were, not because she destroyed you, but because you let her rewrite you. The last warning for the man who's already trapped. Some of you are already there. You've made the choice. You see the damage, you feel the drain, and you're afraid it's too late. It isn't, but freedom has a cost. It may cost your peace, your money, your reputation, your comfort. But ask yourself, what's more expensive? Starting over or staying stuck for the next 10, 15, 20 years? Because here's what Machiavelli knew. The wrong woman doesn't just ruin a season, she ruins your legacy. And when your purpose is gone, your energy depleted, and your edge dulled, she will leave anyway. Not out of cruelty, out of instinct. Nature doesn't honor men who won't honor themselves. You are not just choosing a woman, you are choosing a future. Stop choosing with your eyes. Start choosing with your standards. The right woman doesn't distract you from your path. She reminds you of it. She doesn't mock your structure. She thrives in it. She doesn't pull you from your throne. She stands beside it, silent when needed, supportive when called, loyal when tested. Machiavelli didn't write for boys chasing affection. He wrote for rulers choosing alliances. And if you want to build an empire, choose a queen, not a siren. Our history will not remember your love. It will remember your fall. If this message stirred something within you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Someone else might be walking the same silent path, waiting for a sign that they're not alone. Stay grounded, stay thoughtful, stay awake. For more deep dives into philosophy, the human experience, and timeless truths, subscribe and turn on the bell. Wander the void with wonder, question deeply, think freely. Until next time, embrace the silence and let it speak.